الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
This center, and they've been involved on number of integration with the councils and other bodies. And we have two imams, and we have our trustee, our PR, Brother Altaf. He'll be here as well. We have our Brother Hayes, the security and the caretaker as well. We have Masjid as well. So inshallah, we'll do a tour today, and I would like to welcome our Imam, Imam Ali, who will be from us and explain about the masjid and extra. Then we'll come back. Jazakumullah khair. So please, Imam Ali, if you'd like to come and say a few words from regarding our masjid and to our visit our mosque, whoever will be watching. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you.
Shukran, Brother Sam. And I welcome you all to our Visit My Mosque today. It's quite within the COVID circumstances we are meeting, but normally we would be inviting you and welcoming you to the mosque. But this, we're trying to adapt ourselves to the circumstances that we're in. Greenwich Islamic Center is one of the biggest mosques in London, and it is the biggest Islamic center in southeast of London and in the Royal Borough of Greenwich. Now, this is not only seen as a mosque, but it is seen as a community center, not only for the Muslims, but for the whole of the humanity around the Royal Borough of Greenwich area the Royal, the Borough of Bexley, and in and around London, we do receive a lot of visitors from the schools, primary schools, secondary schools, from the universities. The police do come here regularly. The military, they do come here regularly to visit and see the activities of a mosque. We also have days when our neighbors do come and visit us so that they can be able to see the in and out of the mosque. Now, that's for the wider community. Greenwich Islamic Center as well is seen as a partner. It's a partner with the statutory and the non-statutory bodies in the Royal Borough of Greenwich and other neighboring boroughs. That is because we work very closely with the Royal Borough of Greenwich Council. So the mayor, this is a place where they do come quite regularly, and the councillors, various of them. And we do have Muslim councillors nowadays as well, who as well are part of the Greenwich Islamic Center, as well as we have the Metropolitan Police. They do come and visit us for various reasons. It's like a local hub for them. The local co-op, they do come and visit us. We also have the military barracks, which is just up the road. They do come and visit. So it is seen by all the bodies around the Royal Borough of Greenwich and other neighbouring boroughs as a partner. And it is not seen as a mosque which is just down the road and they do their own thing. So we are very much in touch with everybody. Now, during this COVID-19, Greenwich Islamic Center, it took a very fundamental step. It was there at the forefront, helping with the key workers, as well as with the NHS and all the other people trying to support the efforts towards defeating COVID-19. And for our own community as well, we did come up with a lot of initiatives for those who were either isolated or those who did need a lot of help, which up to now, they're still continuing. And this to show that it's not only a place for people to come and pray, but it is there to be able to serve the whole community and to play a very important role within the Royal Borough of Greenwich. So really actually, the Greenwich Islamic Center, the role that it plays is exactly the role that used to be played by the Mosque of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in Makkah and in Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, his mosque used to be a hub where the companions and their families, they used to come and they used to meet and they used to relax. He used to teach his companions in that mosque. He used to receive his guests in that mosque. And even when he had delegations from other communities who were visiting Medina, Muslims and non-Muslims, they would all, he would meet them in the mosque and he would give them hospitality there. So exactly that's what Greenwich Islamic Center have been doing for the last 20, 30 years, and it is continuing with the same message, that this is the function of a mosque, for it to be there as an Islamic center so that people can be able to come and receive education. And we have a lot of lessons that do take place here for children, for adults, the elderly, for women, and for the wider community in different languages, in English, in Arabic, in Somali, in Bangladesh, and in other languages as well, to cover the needs of the Muslims within the Borough of Greenwich. And for your information, we have more than 70 different nationalities who do come to this borough, who do to attend this mosque. So on a day-to-day basis, you have at least 200 to 300 people who would be coming into the mosque for the 5 daily prayers. And on a Friday, we get at least 5,000 to 6,000 people. And during school holidays, it's even more people who would come and do their Friday prayers in the mosque. In the month of Ramadan, so it's a whole month where a lot of people will always be coming to the mosque. So this year it's been a big difference because Ramadan came and went and we did not see as much people coming to the mosque. Even though people are not coming to the mosque, but the functionalities of the mosque were following them. So we had daily direct phone calls with the majority of the community, where either the imam would be behind the phone or somebody of responsibility would be behind the phone. People who were isolated, then people would go and visit and know of where they are and their circumstances so that they can be able to address to them. We have a funeral call here in the mosque, which it was very, very busy because of the deaths that were taking place at the beginning of the COVID-19. So that is a glimpse of what our center is and has been doing for the Muslim community as well as for the wider community. And if you haven't been to this mosque, please, I ask you, come and visit us after the COVID-19. There will be a lot of changes you're going to see because a lot of work is going on behind the scene so that you can be able to make the mosque to be the best place and the best experience for whoever comes here, whether they are Muslims or they are people from the wider community. And all this is under the umbrella which Allah has told us in the Quran, Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The most honorable amongst you in the sight of Allah are the ones who have a high level of piety. So really, the Greenwich Islamic Center is an emblem of that, and it practically tries to show the wider community. So welcome today to the mosque visit, and we look forward to opening you to our doors very soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Brothers and sisters and friends, my name is Untitled Chapter. I'm the Secretary for Public Relations at the mosque. So it's a voluntary role. I've got another role in my day-to-day life. But as a volunteer, I'm a trustee on the charity on the mosque here. So what I'm going to do today, when my technician has got his mobile camera ready, inshallah, is I'm going to show you around the mosque. Okay, right, so this is our sisters' prayer hall. And just like the men's, you can see, it's just carpet. There is a few chairs somewhere in the corner or somewhere, I can't see any, but there for people who can't pray on the floor, who can't bend down maybe. So during the week, obviously before lockdown, there would be the 5 daily prayers. There would also be classes for children, for adults to learn the Quran. I don't know if you want to say anything, sister, about that.
Yeah, we have to separate the area from the men, and this is our main praying area. And we pray. When we come, we sit down and we have to face to the Kaaba, the direction for the Kaaba, and then we pray after 5 days.
5 times a day.
5 times a day.
Yeah. And the Kaaba, just for those of you who may not know, it's basically a cube draped with black cloth in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. And all Muslims, wherever they are in the world, face that direction. So this wall on this side actually faces towards Mecca in Saudi Arabia, and we pray towards that 5 times a day. I just wanted to show you something. I know we can't get access to the new building, but just to give you an idea. Oh, this is our cat. I want to show the cat. This is Simba. This is the mosque's cat. So a very nice cat who has served the mosque for many years. So I just wanted to show you something because we can't access the new building, but we can see it from the window. So I don't know if these windows open, do they? Just a little bit. Right, so now the windows are a bit dirty, but you can see the main hall is down. Shall I take it off the tripod? Hold the phone. Right, so you can see here, in fact what I might do, I won't drop the phone. The main hall is below. There is another hall underground, and upstairs this will be the sister's hall on the first floor and the second floor. And you can see the dome at the front of the main hall there. So this will be the new mosque, and there will be 2 flights of stairs on either side, here and here. Here and here. And there will also be a lift So you can see what looks like a hole at the moment in the underground hall, or to the underground hall, and here on the first and on the second. This is where a lift will be placed, so disabled people can have access. So the work has started just recently, I think in May, and we are hoping, inshallah, God willing, that the work will be finished maybe about October, November for the inside work here. So just for your information, maybe I can show you from one of the other windows where we are, geographically speaking. We are on a main road. This is called Plumstead Road. And we are the main mosque serving this area of London. So for the whole of the borough of Greenwich, Bexley, and there isn't any. There are some small mosques, little like houses, but this is the major mosque for, I would say, at least 5-6 miles around here, or maybe even more, which serves the community. So yeah, right. What we're going to do now, we are going to go downstairs to the main hall, and we are going to show you some videos, and then we will have an opportunity for you to ask questions. Can I turn the camera around? Yes. Right. So, can you hold that? Actually, just face it to me. No, face it to me. That's it. Okay, so we're going to go downstairs. We are going to show a few videos, documentary type videos about the mosque, because at the moment you've seen the building, but you haven't seen what the mosque does on a day-to-day basis, because we're under lockdown. So how does the mosque function when there isn't a lockdown, when we have women, children, the elderly, the whole community coming here, which we haven't been doing since the end of March because the mosque is shut. And we will show you a few videos so you can get an experience or an understanding of how that functions. And then we're going to give you an opportunity to ask any questions. So if you have any questions, you can write a comment either on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. And our technician will monitor those, and our imam and management will answer your questions to the best of our ability. Thank you. We're going to go downstairs now. Actually, I might as well keep this running instead of cutting it. What do you think? Yeah. Right. So these are the flight of stairs. I'm going down. Maybe I can show you. Do you want to? Right, let's go. On the wall here, you can see the prayer times. So these are the times of prayer. So Fajr is basically the dawn prayer, that's the morning. Dhuhr is the afternoon prayer, so about 1:30 in the summertime. Winter time might be a bit earlier. Asr, which is the late afternoon prayer. At the moment, we pray at 5:45. Maghrib, which is the sunset prayer, so when the sun sets. So now we're, in June, the sun does set quite late. So at the moment, we're praying at about 9:30. And the night prayer, which is the last prayer of the day, at the moment, we're praying at 10:45. Now, these times fluctuate depending on the time of year. So in the winter, our sunset prayer will be around 4:00. And our dawn prayer will be around 7:00 in the morning. Whereas in the summer, the day becomes longer, so each of the prayer times changes. Okay, so yeah. This is our security guard. His name is His.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And for those non-Muslims who are watching along, I would like to introduce myself. I'm the security officer of Greenwich Islamic Center, and I have a reception and security office outside the Masjid where we're allocated. And the Masjid, as the Imam said, we have several activities that take place throughout the week, but what I would like to specify is the activities that we do for the youth, and also help out as a volunteer. On Thursday and Friday, the youth, they go to the youth centre, they have activities for the youth, And also on a Saturday and a Sunday, we have the sisters that have activities as well. The young girls that have activities in the youth centre at Greenwich Islamic Centre. And also in the weekends, we have a good connection with the leisure centre in Waterfront. And the youth, they go there for Saturdays. They play football in the leisure centre, which takes place every week. But now, due to the coronavirus, the lockdown, and the leisure centre is closed. But once things get back to normal, the leisure centre will be open, and the youth they'll be able to hopefully take part in the weekly activities. And we also do cycling for the youngsters and the elderly, and also the youth centre. I just remembered we have non-Muslim, the neighbours. They come also. They take part. They join their friends. They have PlayStation, table tennis, pool table, etc. And we also do cycling as well. We cycle from Greenwich Islamic Centre, from Plumstead basically, to the O2 in Greenwich, and we cycle. We cycle from here, Greenwich Islamic Centre, to the O2. And if you go behind the riverside, on the riverside there's a cycling path, and which is really beautiful in the summer. And I would like to end there.
Thank you. Okay, right. So are we continuing with this camera, or yeah, continue? Right. So I'm going to get before I play the recordings of our recorded stuff. Our deputy director, Sana Mia, is going to just give a message from the management committee of the mosque.
Jazakallah khair, Badal Taf. Brother mentioned my name is Sanami. I'm the deputy director of the Greenwich Islamic Center. My sincere apology from my colleagues. Thank you, Jazakallah khair, Badal Taf. My sincere apology from my colleagues, directors, and my fellows. They couldn't come. We are two trustees here. Let me just again, I would like to welcome everyone on Visit Our Masjid. And if I just brief you about a little bit about the masjid, this masjid has been there since 1970 in Woolwich, and the place where we are sitting now is in Plumstead Road. It's between Woolwich and Plumstead. We moved in 1985, and this around 20,000 Muslims live in a rural borough of Greenwich, and our just very close border and neighbor is a over 5,000 plus Muslims live there. So it's around 25,000 Muslims living surrounding our masjid, and this is the center where is real multicultural ethnic minority. You can see here from all community, different background, different colors. We all pray together here, and they said, because the construction going on, and we couldn't show you the full part of our masjid, but inshallah soon, once this masjid has been completed and COVID-19 over, the next visit will be much more visible, and you can visit our masjid. We can see through. We can see that. And my colleague Pierre has been showed you from beginning when we enter the masjid. We take our shoes, what we do, how we do. Perform our washes and salah, and how we sit down closely in the floor. And as I said, we have elders sitting there. They have provided the chairs, and also it's work going on. I'm sure that the sisters who cannot join, as our public she was said, please welcome. If you do visit, if you do come to see Greenwich meantime, or the other courtesy, and if you do visit relatives or anyone, please visit our masjid, ring us, we can arrange for viewing. And as also our Imam said, we have a non-Muslims visitor coming in, school visiting. Our Imams are visiting to hospitals, a number of organizations, institutions we've been visiting. So Alhamdulillah, and we have planned to, once this extension finish, we are expecting around 10,000 people going to pray on Friday. In the moment we pray Friday 2 Jama, which is not enough. Sometimes even we see people, Musalli praying on the street. So I'm sure once it's completed, the current work, and we are expecting to accommodate 10,000 people inside the masjid. So inshallah, and also we have a new trustees, the Young Dynamics One's trustee in the management. I'm sure we'll do our best to complete this task and do something for the future for the Muslims. And also, as our other heads or secretary said it, we have a number of youth, or we have a organization which we do number of activities. So we can keep our children away in the street from getting in drugs, dealing, etc. So they can come here, they can play. We have snookers, we have latest games, we do cycling, footballs, many other activities. We do run with a different organization. So alhamdulillah, number of activities going on. We have a funeral service, which is a number of mosques or Muslim center don't have this, but we do have in our center. The funeral service as well. So we'll try to add more and more service. We have a sister circles, which is sisters come they every week in different groups every day. They organize them themselves and they do teaching, teaching the Quran, our Quran and other activities. So alhamdulillah, we have a youth, as I said it. We have all type of. We did open for elderly for a tea day. So on Wednesday, but once it's completed, we'll start again for coming for tea day for our elderlies. And it don't have to be Muslim, we are inviting non-Muslim as well, yeah? So also brothers, sisters who are non-Muslim or brother, sister who are Muslim, you can invite non-Muslims to come and join with us, and this is the center for everyone. So thank you brothers, and I would like to wish all our trustees, have best wishes, and everyone who joined on this virtual meeting. So I would like to thank you very much from me and my team. Yeah. So I'll pass
your local Jummah. We are back again at Greenwich Islamic Centre. As the masjid has been under construction for a while, we spoke to the committee members about the progress since the last time we visited.
Our centre is still under construction, and we know that these days there is no money which is coming from out of the country. So we depend a lot on the donations from the locals, and we have made significant progress because before we didn't have a state-of-the-art wudu area and the washing place and the wudu place. So we find right now we have got a state-of-the-art wudu area, and we are now deciding to divide the construction in portion. So we have got the area like the entrance, we have got the area like the dome, and we have got the finishing of the inside of the mosque. So we find that we are still having a step to go. So we encourage people outside there to look at our center and see what they can do for this center. And we hope that in the next few years to come, we are going to complete the construction of the center.
As you can see, the masjid has tremendously progressed. It's hard work for everybody in the management, and the new management is taken as a challenge, and they are working very closely with the community. And we are just waiting for some funding to complete the inside decoration and the outside decoration as well. So we are nearly there. Inshallah, we'll get there with everybody's help.
One of the aim is to expand this so that we have prayer hall in the basement, and where we are here now, first floor, second floor and third floor. And hopefully the second floor will be used by the ladies.
MashaAllah, as you can see in the facility we are in, the service we do, all whatever community needs, we have it here. If they need a gathering, as you see very soon, inshallah, when we started and Jum'ah prayer, we have a full house all the way, even the outside, inside, we have a full place. And unfortunately, it's not complete yet. You can see upstairs, we have a 2-story building. And inshallah, when we finish that, everything will come inside the masjid, and we'll do the most services, whatever the community needs.
The committee members also spoke about the history of the masjid and the services they provide.
We go back a long time, but when we started here, we didn't come here until after a long time. Originally, we were in Woolwich, opposite the post office. It was a pub and rented from Greenwich Council, who gave us it as a rent. And there we used it. It was a dilapidated building, but it was repaired by us, and we used it for all salahs, all 5 salahs, including Eid and Ramadan. Before that, we used to say prayers in houses, people's houses. It was very difficult. And one church allowed us to use their church during Ramadan and on Jummah, the church to do the Salah, Jummah Salah and Ramadan and Eid Salahs. And we're very thankful for that. Eventually, we managed to get this land from a doctor who was given a notice to demolish the place. We paid about 15,000 pounds for the land, and from there we started to raise money, and here we are now. After many years, that was, I think I go back to 1979 when we bought this site. And with the planning permission and raising money from the community, we were able to start work in 1980, I believe.
The services that we provide in Greenwich Islamic Center are several services that we give in this center. First of all, this center is the biggest center, Islamic center in the southeast of London. So you expect a lot of crowd and a lot of people who are living in this borough of Greenwich. So among the services that we give in this masjid are the prayers, classes for the adult, the children and the ladies. We have got activities also like a youth center. We have got football activities for the children. We have got also the elderly activities that are happening in the center too. We have got madrasa classes. I am more in charge on teaching on the Islamic studies. So we have got Islamic studies, the history of the Prophet. We have got fiqh, aqidah and tawheed.
Everything community needs, we have it here. If they call marriage, if they have a funeral, burial, then wudu, everything we do, we have it here. And alhamdulillah, and community is growing as well.
We have a good funeral service here for the community, and we are providing this service to the community. We have ladies volunteers who helps, we have men volunteers, and we also conduct the baby janazas as well. And we provide the full package of the funeral service. We have a very vast community here, as you can see. We have every community that you can expect.
The community is diverse. We have got more than 80 languages we spoke in this community, and we cannot say that one community is bigger than the other community. So we have diverse community, whereby if you are seated in these prayers of Jum'ah prayer today, if you ask a person who is in your front, the one who is on the right, the one who is on the left, and the one who is on the back, all of them will be speaking different languages. So you find we have got a diverse community.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear beloved brothers and sisters, Eid Mubarak to yourselves, to your family. May Allah accept our good deeds, may Allah accept our reward, our prayers and our donations and sadaqah in the beautiful Ramadan that has just gone. And today is the first day of Eid. May Allah inshallah give us a blessed day inshallah, and we are all looking forward to have you as our host in the Eid in the park inshallah.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম রহমতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু। আমরা আজকে যেখানে আছি কেন গ্রিনিচ ইসলামিক সেন্টারের ঈদ আয়োজন করছি তারা এখানে আমি ডেপুটি ডাইরেক্টর হিসেবে আছি। এটা হলো আমরা 6 নম্বর বছর আমরা এখানে ঈদ পালন করলাম। এখানে আপনি জানেন যে আমরা গ্রিনিচ ইসলামিক সেন্টার আমরা সাউথ ইস্টের মধ্যে একটা বড় সেন্টার। আমরা এই জায়গায় সবসময় ঈদের জামাত করি, 6 বছর হয়ে গেছে। এখানে কিন্তু আপনারা দেখতে পারেন যে আমরা এখানে সব ধরনের প্রায় অলমোস্ট 80 দেশের মুসলমান এখানে আমরা একত্র হই, আমরা জামাত নামাজ পড়েছি। নামাজ শেষে আমরা আবার গেস্ট কিছু আসে, আমাদের এমপিরা যারা আসে, লোকাল কাউন্সিলর, মেয়র, লিডার অফ কাউন্সিল সবাই আসে, এখানে আসে আমরা একত্র হই। তারপরে আমরা পিছনে দেখতে পারেন যে এখানে আমাদের একটা লার্জেস্ট ফান ফেয়ার হয়। সব জায়গা থেকে বিভিন্ন ইস্ট লন্ডন থেকে সাউথ ইস্ট লন্ডন থেকে বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে ওনারা আসেন এখানে এনজয় করেন। আমাদের সবচেয়ে বড় হচ্ছে ফান ফেয়ারটা হচ্ছে আমরা একটা প্রাইসে সব রাখি, এখানে যাতে পুরো দিনই আপনি সেম প্রাইসে ফান্ড রাইজ করতে পারেন। আমি আমার বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি হিসাবে কমিউনিটির পক্ষ থেকে, আমাদের গ্রিন ইসলামিক সেন্টারের পক্ষ থেকে, আমি ট্রাস্টি প্লাস ডেপুটি ডাইরেক্টরের পক্ষ থেকে আমাদের ভলেন্টিয়ার পক্ষ সবাইকে আমরা ঈদের শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি। ঈদ মুবারক।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. First of all, I would like to say Eid Mubarak to all Greenwich Islamic Center Musalli brothers and sisters. This is Royal Artillery Barrack, you can see. This is the 6th year we are doing Eid in the park. Every year we gather more than 15-20,000 people. And most importantly, this is a most diverse and multicultural community in the UK, where more than 80 countries people gather here every year. And after the Eid, we do have the fun fair. You can see on the other side, it's already started. This Eid fair is until 6 p.m. and where people can enjoy with their friends, with their family, children. And it's a lot more fun. And most importantly, we got lots of volunteers. They do hard work every day. And once again, I would like to say Eid Mubarak. And obviously, we will continue this every year, inshallah. Make dua for us so that we can deliver much better, and also do forgive us if we had any shortcomings, and if anyone got any suggestion, feedback, please come and speak to us in our Greenwich Islamic Center in the mosque office. Thank you.
As a borough, we're so proud of our rich diversity. We're a borough that's proud of our diversity, and we try and enhance it. It's a pleasure to be at Eid today to celebrate part of that diversity. The community does a lot. This community does a lot for the borough, not only for everyone concerned actually, and we're well aware of the vast debt that the borough owes to the community. So well done for all that you do.
It's my effort. I'm the Member of Parliament for Elton, and it really is a pleasure to be here celebrating the end of Ramadan Eid with all my friends that I've done this on so many occasions with. And a big thank you to the Greenwich Islamic Centre for all the work that they put into putting on this event. So many people from across the southeast, not just from Greenwich, but from other areas, are here celebrating today and enjoying the fun fair and all the festivities that are going on. This is part of the rich diversity of Greenwich. We've worked very hard to bring bridges between communities, and we celebrate that on numerous occasions, and this is one of the biggest occasions of the year now. And it's just a real pleasure to be here, and thank you for everyone who's put so much effort into putting it on.
Greenwich, and I'm really pleased to be here to see families celebrating this wonderful, wonderful time together. It's a joy to see everyone together, and I thank you very much for all the work that you do in the community, bringing our community together and broadening this wonderful borough of ours. Thank you once again.
My name is Councillor Danny Thorpe. I'm the leader of the Royal Borough of Greenwich. It's fantastic for me to be here today celebrating Eid with all of our friends from across Greenwich. I'd like to pay a particular thank you to everyone at the Greenwich Islamic Centre for all of the work that they do across our communities throughout the year. They're fantastic partners of ours at the council, and it's been a great privilege to work with them on all the initiatives that we've done, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day today. Eid Mubarak to everyone.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Eid Mubarak to all my brothers and sisters in Royal Borough of Greenwich. We are excited to invite you to Greenwich Islamic Centre's Eid at the Park 2019. It's a marvellous day. Today we had a crowd of nearly 8,000 people for the prayers. We got nearly 12,000 young children playing on the fun fair. It's very exciting. Most welcome for anybody to come and join us. And please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Greenwich Islamic Centre. Barakallahu feekum.
মহিমান্বিত মাস পবিত্র রমাদানের এক মাস রোজার শেষে আমরা সবাই ঈদের মাঠে খোলা মাঠে নামাজ পড়লাম। এই যে ত্যাগ এবং আমরা রোজা সারা 1 মাস ব্যাপী রোজা রাখার পরে যে শিক্ষা পবিত্র রমজান মাস থেকে আমরা পেলাম, এটা যেমন আমরা সবাই ব্যক্তিগত জীবনে, পারিবারিক জীবনে, সমগ্র জিন্দেগিতে আমরা এটা প্রতিপালন করতে পারি। আল্লাহর কাছে আমরা সবাই এই দোয়া এবং মোনাজাত করি।
Eid Mubarak to everyone. It's been such a nice pleasure to be here, and we thanking management committee of this Greenwich Islamic Center to arrange all this event here for the brother, and absolutely nice and quite enjoyable here. All the people are enjoying, and I'm absolutely happy to be here.
Eid Mubarak to everyone. I just prayed Eid al-Fitr Salah in Army Barracks, organized by Greenwich Islamic Center. This is a really nice place. I've been praying here for the 3rd year, but they are organizing here for the last 6 years.
GIC এবং স্থানীয় সকল মুসলিম ভাই বোনদেরকে জানাই আমার এবং আমার দেশের সকলের পক্ষ থেকে আন্তরিক শুভেচ্ছা, অভিনন্দন।
Eid al-Mubarak. Today is the day we are celebrating because it has been ordained for us in the Holy Quran that after the fasting we should have the celebration, which we are actually doing today.
Eid Mubarak to everyone. It's been such a nice pleasure to be here, and we thanking management committee of this Greenwich Islamic Center to arrange all this event here for the brother.
We're here today to pray Eid prayer in the park and meet members of the community, see our friends, our Muslim friends, and we're having a lovely time. Had some henna done and buying some hot dogs now, just enjoying the atmosphere.